I refused to babysit my son because I was forced to play uncle. He is my biological son, but I haven't been allowed in his life or am recognized as one. This happened after a pretty messed up night of getting high off my butt with my brother and his wife. Add in substances and we were all pretty messed up. Most of the night was a blur, but basically, she and I slept together. With his permission, he was also there, but in the morning we realized how badly we all messed up and agreed it would never happen again. My brother and I became a little estranged for a while because it was too weird to be around each other. They later announced being pregnant, but I thought I was safe because she took Plan B the morning after it happened just in case. After he was born I was getting doubts though and really wanted to know for sure he wasn't mine. My brother eventually agreed to a paternity test and that set him the father. I've been wanting to be in my son's life but they won't let me. My family was on his side about it and told me to stop being selfish because on paper this is his child, since they're married, and if I'm around it's going to complicate their marriage even more. The whole time I tried to convince them my parents would say I'm a horrible younger brother. He felt that way too when I'd ask if I could at least come over to maybe play with him for a little bit. So about 2 months ago I gave up but kept my distance from them because it hurts too much. He's 10 months old, still haven't gotten to hold him. But now because his mother-in-law got into an accident they want me to watch him for a few days. My brother is flying with her to go see her mom because he has to help out too. They can't bring him because they're worried he might get sick if they take him to an airport. My brother says it's only 3 days, if there was anyone else who could watch him then he'd ask, but he really needs help. I told him no because he's fine with me being a sitter when it's at their convenience, but I'm not allowed to be a dad to my son? Then it might also hurt a lot more to actually spend time with him than have to give him back and not be allowed to see him anymore. We started arguing and we were yelling at each other. My brother told me to grow up and stop being petty about what happened even more right now that there's an actual emergency and they need someone's help. I do feel bad because I get it's a serious issue happening with her mom so they need to be there. At the same time, I'm still mad about what they did so I don't know if that's just being petty or not. In the end, I did change my mind about watching my son. Honestly, it was one of the most challenging days at first. It took a while to get in tune with his routine. The first couple of nights he was fussy because I was a stranger to him. Little by little we warmed up. He's gotten so big it totally blew my mind getting that chance to finally hold him. It meant everything. It was very emotional for me. Their trip ended up being longer than the 3 days they anticipated. They left on the 14th late at night and have been gone over a week. Which was great because I got to spend so many more days with my son and it was just amazing. They barely got back yesterday in the evening. Saying goodbyes was as hard as I was scared it was going to be. It tore me up. Last night I barely slept. Just how much it was hurt not to be around him. My brother and I talked this morning. To ask him again if it would ever be possible for them to let me be in my son's life as his dad. Trying to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Because I'm not trying to take him away from them but I want to be able to spend time with him. Have some sort of shared custody. Not right away obviously because he's still a baby, but after spending more time establishing a relationship with him and he's older, then discuss more custody time. He was still against that so I guess that's my answer for this. My sister-in-law called me earlier to say thank you for watching him. She's sorry because she understands how badly I want to be in my son's life but my brother just doesn't want that and she has to be on his side about this. I've taken a lot of time thinking about this after my post and decided I'm going to fight for my rights as his father. I've had one consultation so far with an attorney. This one was much more helpful than the last time I tried talking to one about this. While he doesn't guarantee I'll get anything more than visitation, there's a chance I'll be able to establish paternity through the court. He wanted me to know that it's going to be an uphill battle so to be ready for that. And honestly, I am. It's a crappy situation, I just want to be in my son's life as his father and not anything less.